Sun moved through the old mine tunnel system beneath the mountain with a familiarity gathered from the words and memories of the dead Grothendiek. He had memorized every cipher and password for every security point, and disabled every automated checkpoint as he went. The layout of the facility was just as the old Dev had described. Occasionally, a Dev-Elve would pass him in a corridor, or would be manning a door, who the mimic would acknowledge in the voice of Mr. V and pass without suspicion. He knew that the timing of his entrance was important, as Grothendiek had told him that Mr. V spent most early mornings alone in his private office. It was important that he got there without his doppelganger sorcery being discovered. He passed the Dev-Elve dormitories and canteen area, entered a solid steel lift, and imputed the security code for reaching the manufacturing facility 3 floors above. The heavy lift doors closed, and a green security clearance accepted message pulsed at his eye level as he started the ascent. He practiced the learned gait and mannerisms as the elevator ascended. After a smooth stop, the heavy doors opened to reveal a vast manufacturing floor housing the ether block generator and control room. Dev-Elve walked here and there, adjusting knobs, reading gauges, and auditing data as the generator chugged. He noticed a loud pop as the latest ether block was released from the top of the generator. It flew up the distribution chute to the glass-lined summit of the mountain. There, Dev-Elves in heavy winter jackets received it and checked which of the miners below at the base camp had been lucky enough to prove their work was fruitful. Once checked off by the cold Dev-Elves, the block was then sent down the mountainside by means of a corkscrew slide to the happy winner who would cart it off to the decks for processing. On the far side of the manufacturing hall stood a steel mezzanine area, accessible by means of a single metal stairs, upon which stood the door to Mr. V's private office, a solid antique oak affair set directly in the stone wall of the mountain. The mimic made his way across the hall as Mr. V would have walked, and up the stairs, acknowledging oblivious Dev-Elves as he went. One or two gave a curious look. When did the boss come out of his office? Better look sharp. Once on the mezzanine, he turned to look back at the manufacturing floor and gave the watching Dev-Elves a little clap. Sun then strode over to the door, put his thumb on the fingerprint scanner, and let the optical device read his retina. The door made a quiet, satisfying thunking noise as the tumblers fell in place to allow access, and he quietly opened the door.